Okay. Next up is team number 21. Their starter today was crab cakes with an aioli. And the combination of arugula and crab cakes was a wonderful pairing. This was a very pleasant appetizer. An excellent example of how less is more. This was a relatively simple but just perfectly executed course. Moving on to the entree, described as lamb steaks. Here the detailed description says that the lamb is braised, and there's a little confusion as the judges looked at the food on the plate. In that the description said braised, but there was no sauce on the plate. So classically, with a braised item, which is a moist heat cooking method, we look for a sauce on the plate. Now, in looking at the lamb chops on the plate, they didn't appear to be braised. They appeared to be grilled. There was definitely grill marks on them. Appeared to have undergone a dry heat cooking method. So, be sure you reconcile what your description says and what you're actually executing for your customer. The polenta was a touch on the salty side and was a little bit too saffron-y. This is, I think, a good time to mention, the delicacy of using saffron. Not only is it the most expensive spice you're going to run across in your kitchen, but in smaller scale production, you're after really just a few threads of saffron to infuse the delicate aroma and a little touch of color that you're looking for. But a little pinch goes a long way. The chutney was very nice. The tartness of the chutney balanced with that little edge of lamb gaminess and lamb fat, so that was a very nice pairing. The Belgian endive lacked a little bit of seasoning, but a nice smoky flavor came through. That was an interesting component. Maybe, again, needs a little refinement on the seasoning side. And next, moving on to your dessert, which was the panna cotta with a coulis and a hazelnut brittle. The panna cotta was spot on. It was smooth and it was creamy and dreamy. The blood oranges came through as just a touch bitter, which can be a nice thing in this context. The brittle, on the other hand, was just a little bit chewy, and so here you want to push that just a little bit more to get a little more of that brittliness from your brittle. And then, here overall, consider simplifying the components of your dessert, simplifying the flavors. Overall, some nice, clean flavors that are well executed are going to get you farther down the road here. But again, an interesting menu.